Ryan Huska, who has spent the last number of years on the Flames bench as an assistant coach under a number of different coaches. Seemingly only a matter of time for the former Kelowna Rockets head coach that helped that team to a championship, had spent time as an AHL head coach for parts of 5 years. A guy who has earned a reputation around the NHL as someone who has immense attention to detail and is dialed in. What do you make of the Flames' decision to go with Ryan Huska?
I'm surprised. Not in any indictment with Ryan Huska. He is by all means bid his time. He spent 5 years as an assistant in the NHL. He was a head coach in the A. He did just about everything you could have done in Major Junior before making that jump. But his AHL teams in Stockton weren't very good in Adirondack. He didn't have a lot of help. They weren't great rosters, but they weren't great. So, I just think about how many times an assistant's been promoted, it not working, right? John Stevens after Daryl Sutter, Mike Kitchen after Joel Quenneville, Brad Larson after John Tortorella. So it makes you a little bit nervous. Big question for me, Frank. What about Mitch Love here, man? The guy's been the AHL head coach of the year, 2 straight years in Calgary's organization, Stockton and in Calgary, in 2 different cities. He's a flight risk now. They may have just let a big-time coaching talent walk out the door because there's no way he's going to stick around as an AHL head coach when he's going to have NHL assistant coaching options and probably try to follow the footsteps of what Spencer Carberry did. Spencer Carberry, head coach in Hershey in the AHL. He knew he had to take a step to the to the NHL as an assistant coach first before he'd get his head gig. I'd be shocked if Mitch Love didn't go out the door here. I hope Huska does a great job. I don't know how good this team in Calgary is going to be, but I'm just really surprised Mitch Love wasn't the guy here.
Well, that was the risk on a number of fronts for Craig Conroy. The first part being, as you mentioned, the assistant coach angle. Just because so much went wrong last year and you're attempting potentially to bring much of the same team back. Yeah, I know that Ryan Huska is going to be totally different than Daryl Sutter. We get that. But he was still sort of party to it, if that makes any sense. Even if it's guilt by association, that you wonder how different will it be.